Welcome to Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin and today I'm in Istanbul, Turkey. This is undoubtedly one of the world's greatest food cities, and in today's episode I'm partnering up with buyinturkey.com to share with you some of Istanbul's best food. We're going to be having a great day of eating, starting with a Turkish breakfast. We're going to be trying some Turkish baklava, and then later today we're going to jump on a boat to go for a tour of the Bosphorus. It's going to be a great episode, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Let's go eat some Turkish food. Our first stop today is at Namli Gurme, which is a famous brand here in Turkey. This shop is a restaurant, serves breakfast and all-day dining, but also it's kind of like a gourmet grocery store with cheeses, nuts, spices. They even have honey, really high quality looking honey still in the honeycomb. You can pretty much get everything here, and it's a partner of buyinturkey.com, so you can buy all these products on buyinturkey.com. We're gonna sit down for breakfast and try out some of Namli's famous products. Huge breakfast spread once again here in Turkey. My favorite meal of the day every time. First off, a nice cheese platter. There's all kinds of different cheeses, smoked cheeses. This is Graveyard cheese. We've got the bal kaymak, so top cream with honey. This is a beautiful plate of olives. Look at the colors in there. There's purple, green, yellow, red, and covered in olive oil and spices. Back here I've got a nice looking rose jam. You can actually see the rose in there. And then some eggs with kavrmali, which is braised meat. And then a little bit more cheese here. So I've got the halloumi cheese, grilled cheese from Cyprus with sucuk, the spicy beef sausage. Right here I've got lebne with za'atar, so cream cheese with za'atar, and then a nice little veggie spread with some tomatoes and cucumbers. Tons of different cheeses here at Namli, but I've got to try this one. I've never tried this before. It's a cranberry cheese, goat cheese, that's actually aged inside of the goat's skin. Wow, that is potent. I feel like I can really taste that goat. So you gotta be careful here in Turkey if you're not a cheese lover, because one cheese might look the exact same as the other, but the taste is completely different. Here in Turkey you have tons of varieties of olives. There's grilled olives in here even, but I have my eye on this purple olive. I've never seen that before. I've been told it's called a blueberry olive. Actually, it's not a very strong flavor. It's a really light olive, a little bit of saltiness, but it's not very sour at all. Definitely doesn't taste like blueberries, but it's good. This is the kavrmali, so it's like a braised meat with fried eggs here. Grab some. I think this is beef. That's delicious. Fresh, creamy eggs, and then that beef, so tender, it just falls apart in your mouth. Tastes like a roast beef, really soft. Piece of the sucuk with some grilled Cyprus halloumi cheese. The sucuk is a really dry textured sausage, a little bit of heat to it, and then that halloumi is like a squeaky cheese. It reminds me of cheese curds on poutine. Next up I'm going to try some of the lebne, the cream cheese with some za'atar here. This looks good. If you've never had lebne before, it's not a salty cheese, just really creamy, rich, pure cheese flavor, and then that za'atar gives it a really fresh herbal flavor. There are a ton of different cheeses. This is a smoked cheese right here, and one thing that's really cool about today's episode is all of these cheeses on the table here and these meats you can order for yourself on buyinturkey.com, and you can taste them for yourself straight from Namli Gurme, the exact same cheeses I'm trying, so it's super exciting. Oh. So that was Namli Gurme, and the next shop I'm going to is literally right beside Namli, and it's called Karakoy Gulluoglu, and it's famous for its baklava. So this is it right here. Let's go have some baklava. So this baklava shop has been around since 1843. It's an institution here in Karakoy in Istanbul. And they have all the classic types of baklava. They also have dondurma, so Turkish ice cream. You can mix them together. They go really good together. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have maybe 1 or 2 different kinds of baklava this morning. Definitely the most popular baklava is the pistachio baklava. They have the regular pistachio. They have ones that are shaped like almost like a hamburger, ones that are shaped like a piece of pie. They have rolled up ones. They have stuff with clotted cream, kaymak. They have walnut baklava. They even have chocolate baklava. So tons of different types of baklava. Really sweet lovers paradise here at Karakoy Gulluoglu. I planned on only ordering 2 different types of baklava, but they insisted I try pretty much every type they have. So I've got 8 pieces of baklava here and it's only 10 a.m. So let me introduce what I've got here. The first up is the walnut baklava here. This one is pistachio. So there are different varieties of the same thing. This one is pistachio. I'm not sure this is exactly baklava, but it's kadayif. This one I'm really interested in trying. This is the chocolate baklava, and I can just tell that that is super crunchy on top, that phyllo dough. This is the classic back here, pistachio, a little bit bigger than the other pieces, and then topped with some sprinkles of pistachio. This one's midye, so it's actually stuffed with kaymak, and then another pistachio one rolled up, and then this one over here is walnut, which personally is my favorite, but I gotta try their classic one first, the pistachio baklava, and you can just see the layer upon layer upon layer of phyllo dough there. Turkish friends of mine recommend you turn it upside down if you don't want it to be too sweet, because you can kind of see on the bottom there, it's just saturated with sugar. But I like it sweet. The fresh, nutty pistachio taste in there is overwhelming, and then it's mixed with that really strong sweetness. That is quite sweet, and I love the texture. You can just see there is so many layers of that phyllo dough. A little bit of the crushed pistachios, but then also some bigger chunks of pistachios as well. Wow, that is rich and delicious. So this is the chocolate baklava. I've never had this kind before. It's quite popular though all across Turkey. I guess it's just chocolate mixed with the phyllo. Wow. It's almost like a brownie. The bottom is a little bit chewy, the top is very crunchy. I definitely prefer pistachio or walnut because the chocolate is a little bit too rich for me. Still good though. Wow, that's so sweet. Definitely the best baklava in Istanbul, and they're getting their pistachios from Antep, which is like the famous place for baklava in all of Turkey. And as I mentioned many times, you can eat that exact same baklava from Karakoy Gulluoglu by purchasing it on buyinturkey.com. So order some, try it out, it's amazing. So I've come over to Eminönü, the old town of Istanbul, and some of Buy in Turkey's partners are right in the Egyptian market, or the Spice Bazaar. So we're gonna go check out some of their shops, and this area is just famous for the food and the sights. I don't know if you can see, but there's seagulls everywhere sitting up here. Shops selling fish. Oh, that's probably why the seagulls are hanging around. So my first stop in the Spice Bazaar is at a spice shop. So this is a 7th generation spice shop, and they have all kinds. I mean, things that I've never even heard about. There's so many different types of spices: pickling spice, 7 blend, different falafel spice, garlic, you name it, they have it. And then they've also got lots of different nuts, cashews, dried apricots. Back here they've even got some teas, all kinds of different teas. Just check these out. Chai masala, oolong tea, wow, morning tea, all these different things. Look at this, it's just beautiful. Ottoman chai, 7 generations. That's amazing. And this shop is so cool. It smells incredible in here.
Let me show you.
Okay.
This is a special spice mix for the sausage, Turkish sausage.
Sausage, okay. Sujuk?
For the sujuk.
Yeah, for the sujuk.
This is like an intestine.
Oh, okay.
That's the real one. There's a synthetic one, which is like a plastic or so.
Yeah, yeah.
And we fill the sausage like into these intestines.
Okay.
And we dry it out.
Yeah,
and then later on we eat.
Okay, so this is the sujuk spice. Can I try it just like
yeah,
this?
Sure,
Yeah,
of course.
Alright, let's try this. Yum. Oh, it's delicious. Check this out right here. There's a whole dresser full of different spices in here, all kinds of different things. And like I said, it smells absolutely incredible in here. Look at all this. There's tons of different things. Wow. All different colors, different blends, different scents. That is incredible. And there's one right over here that I want to show you. Oh yeah, this one sounds good. Mom's Secret Spice Mix. You know that's gonna be good. Wow, that is such a cool shop directly in the market. Absolutely packed in here. Really authentic, unique spices and ingredients. 7 generations. So cool. Let's keep exploring. Apparently we are going for more sweets. Going for künefe, my favorite Turkish sweet, but really heavy, especially after all that baklava, but no complaints. Let's go find it. So this is Asi Künefeleri, and I'm waiting for them to finish cooking a new künefe, which they're famous for, but in the meantime, they've given me more baklava. I'm sitting right inside the market. It's a really cool atmosphere, but this is a unique baklava that I've never tried before. So you can see right away this purple color, and what's unique about this is that it's actually not sugar-free, but much less sugar. It's a diabetic friendly baklava. Apparently they patented this kind of recipe technology at the University of Istanbul. So if you are diabetic, this is the baklava for you. It tastes the same as any other baklava. Actually, maybe even better. It's almost got a little bit of a fruitiness. Let's try their künefe next. Künefe is the king of all the desserts here in Turkey. So it's basically kadayif, the thin phyllo threads, and then it's stuffed with cheese. And then once he finishes frying it, he completely drowns it in a sugar syrup and then sprinkles some pistachios on top. So I've got mine right here, and you can see it's just swimming in that sugar syrup. And then also ordered it with some ice cream dondurma. So it goes really well together. Let me just try some of this by itself. Super crispy on the outside, and then you can see, look at that cheese on the inside. Beautiful. Actually, even though it's swimming in that sugar syrup, it's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. Super crispy on the outside and very fresh. It just finished cooking. Let me try one more bite. Dondurma, shaped in a heart too. Put that on top. Oh, this is just my favorite dessert, probably in the entire world. Look at that. Cheesy goodness. Oh man. I love it. Buyinturkey.com dries it and then ships it, and then you can just add the sugar syrup at home. There's instructions on how to do it. So you can even have this exact one from the market here in Istanbul. Really, really good. That is really, really good künefe. Not too sweet, and the balance between the crunchiness on the outside and then the soft cheese on the inside is amazing. So I'm gonna take a little stroll through the Egyptian Bazaar here and see what else we can find. This shop behind me called Nuri Toplar, they're selling Turkish coffee, and let me tell you, the smell inside that shop is absolutely incredible. Super popular, busy, selling bags of Turkish coffee, and of course, once again, you can buy that on Buy in Turkey, and let me tell you, it smells incredible. It is absolutely crazy in here, so busy with people buying their Turkish coffee. There's nowhere to actually sit and have a cup of coffee here, but I'm gonna go to a cafe nearby and have some. Sitting down for a quick Turkish coffee right on the outskirts of the Egyptian Bazaar, and Turkish coffee is one thing, if you fall in love with it, it is so addicting. Just super thick, rich, creamy coffee, stronger than any espresso I've ever had. Oh yeah. It's like chalky, muddy almost, really thick. Gonna go grab some lunch now before we head to jump on a boat, check out the Bosphorus. Really excited. For lunch, I've come to Hamdi Restaurant. This is a beautiful restaurant with an incredible view over the Bosphorus and Eminönü. And they serve typical Turkish fare. We're gonna fill up before we head onto the boat later. And just the views are incredible of the mosque and the Bosphorus, and also Galata Tower off in the distance. So beautiful, wow. I just ordered up myself a Adana kebab. Well, they have a different name on the menu, but basically it's a spicy minced lamb kebab. Beautiful kebab, and then served with some bulgur, some spiced onions, a little bit of parsley, some tomatoes. But I'm gonna make myself a little wrap here. Oh man, this is just one of my favorite all-time kebabs. Really classic, but always good. A little bit spicy. Actually, that's got quite a bit of heat to it. Definitely not the best Adana kebab I've ever had, but definitely the nicest view I've ever had with a kebab. Just relaxing before we head onto the boat. Yeah, this Adana kebab's a little bit spicier than the other ones I've had before. Have it with some of this bulgur. I love that bulgur. I call it like a calorie-free rice. Much healthier. And just this view is what makes this place amazing. Look at this. That was Hamdi Restaurant. Better view than food. Food not bad, but not great. So now jumping on the boat and heading for a cruise on the Bosphorus. Super excited about this. This is super exciting. I've never been on a boat here in Turkey, and to cruise the Bosphorus and take in these views is definitely something you're gonna want to try when you're here in Istanbul. So a little bit of information about the Bosphorus, which is the body of water that we're cruising right now. So this body of water actually separates Istanbul and also the European continent from the Asian continent. So behind me is Europe, and then on this side is Asia. You get beautiful views of the Blue Mosque, the Hagia Sophia. Really unique to see it from the Bosphorus instead of from land. Loving the cruise. Weather is incredible too. A lot of the historic sites are along the Bosphorus. We're coming up on this big bridge here soon. We just crossed under the big bridge and then made a loop, and now we're coming back alongside the Asian side and heading back towards Eminönü. That's it for the boat tour of the Bosphorus. As I said, incredible views. You should definitely try to do that when you're in Istanbul, because you get a totally different perspective. I've been to the city maybe 5 times, and that might have been the most fun I've ever had, just checking out the views of Istanbul from the Bosphorus. Really unique experience. Make sure, if you haven't, check out buyinturkey.com so you can taste some of those amazing things I tried today in this video. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.